Hi, my name is Alec Coffin, and did you know that fewer than 2% of college student athletes ever play at the professional level in all sports? Obviously, that shows becoming a pro is very difficult, but I believe that these three steps are the stepping stones that are likely to enhance the probability in doing so. So, obviously, I'm trying to inform you on how to become a professional athlete, and I think this is a very important topic, especially for those who actually want to reach this end goal and become a professional athlete, because it's actually a very long and difficult process that is going to take a lot of hard work. And even for people who aren't trying to do this, it's still very important because it'll help develop a strong mindset and some good qualities to use throughout your entire life. Personally, my experience with sports, I've been around them my whole life. I played them, watched them probably since I was 5 years old, and that's pretty much what I like to do when I'm not doing anything else, is playing sports or doing something active. And so there are three things that are the most important during this point, and the first one is a long and advanced process that's going to be taken to get to the final goal, which is becoming a pro. And that includes training, joining clubs, networking, all that stuff. And the second point here is that you have to live a healthy lifestyle in completing this goal, which includes a nutritious diet, exercising daily, all that stuff. And the last one is you cannot forget about how important academics are to playing a sport or even getting to that point, because you're not going to get there without school. So obviously these 3 points are the goal to success, to reach that end goal. And you're going to want to focus, we're going to focus on the long and advanced process, because that is the main point here, and that is what you're going to have to do to get to that final, reaching to that pro sport level, because it's very difficult. So when it comes to the long and advanced process, the first thing you're going to do is try to start playing early to gain more experience, gain more education, knowledge about the sport that you're playing. You want to start early so that you get around to it. You're used to playing it. And the second part is you're going to train. Once you get around to it, you're going to train frequently and thoroughly. You're going to use hard work, develop a plan of action, use a schedule, because using a schedule will make you want to do it more. It'll advise you to do it all the time, and you'll never forget about it. And the last part of the long advanced process is you're going to want to join teams, clubs. This is really important because of the team building skill that is so important when it comes to playing a sport, because you're not going to be able to do anything by yourself. Most sports are team sports, but even on the ones that are by yourself, you're still going to want to know team building skills and stuff like that, hard work, determination, responsibility. Also, teams and clubs are very good for networking, because you're going to get out there and get your word out there, your name. And then moving on to the second main point is you want to live a healthy lifestyle, which includes a nutritious diet, which athletes have to really watch it, because you want to get lots of carbs, you want to go easy on the fat, and you obviously want protein, but you don't want to do too much or anything like that. Also, very important is drinking lots of water. Hydration is everything when it comes to being healthy and becoming an athlete, because you have to do a lot of exercise, running, all like that. And the second part is maintaining a healthy weight when it comes to living a healthy lifestyle, in which is you have to exercise daily, no matter what it is. Walking, anything that will help you just get out there, be active, for even if it's just an hour a day. The last part of living a healthy lifestyle is avoiding those negative habits. Anything negative, smoking, drinking, that has a negative impact on your health, then you're not going to do that as much. If you have bad sleeping habits, you're really going to want to make sure you get a good amount of sleep every night so that you're good rested and you're ready for the next day. And obviously staying healthy is important to complete step one, the long and advanced process. But you cannot forget about grades, because you are going to get nowhere without them. When it comes to academics, you want to keep your grades up, and you're going to do that by doing homework early, staying on track, and studying often. And then in doing so, keeping these grades up, it'll give you a good rep, especially to coaches, recruitment, people that are trying to recruit you. If they see that you have good grades, they're more likely to be interested in you. And they're a top priority, especially because you can't get anywhere without them. If you do bad in school, you're not going to get to be able to play a sport and move on in that direction. Also, scholarships are very important when it comes to academics. It saves so much money and is a very high value when it comes to recruitment. If a coach would see a scholarship on your record, they are much more likely to give you a chance on their team and move towards that end goal. So lastly, these 3 points are the stepping stones pretty much to becoming a professional athlete, to the end goal that you're trying to reach. And that was my main purpose, to tell you how to become a professional athlete. And So we discussed through the long and advanced process, the training, the clubs that you have to join, the team building, the skills that you're going to want to do, and you're going to want to go through that healthy lifestyle that you want to live. That's so important because you want to stay fit and all that, because you're not going to get anywhere if you're not fit. And then also we discussed grades, how important they are. You can't just blow that off. You can't. So that is also, all three of those points are so important. And lastly, I just want to say that I think that these 3 points will help raise that low percentage of student athletes that'll move on to go pro. And I believe in you guys, and I hope that helped you reach your end goal.